Yep. All right, questions for Jamire? See you.
Jamire, obviously, first touchdown, obviously, look, it felt pretty good for you. Kind of take me through that play, and what did it feel like out there tonight?
Felt good. It was just, another play that we do in practice, the screen. Just caught it, saw a little seam, and tried to hit it as fast as I possibly could and get in the end zone.
The atmosphere out there tonight, too, not a full capacity crowd, but the cowbell's a little something probably you're not used to. What was it kind of like getting used to that atmosphere?
It was definitely different. Already playing college football before and, experiencing, game days and stuff like that. I would say it's definitely different with the Cowboys and the energy and just, everything being in here, down here in the South.
Right over here. What did Coach Leach say to you guys going into the fourth quarter, being down 20? What did he say? How to resonate with you guys and just being able to come back like that?
He was just talking about how we're a better team than what we were playing like. We were just making mistakes. We were shooting ourselves in the foot. They weren't beating us. We were beating ourselves. So we just need to lock in, make plays, and, just be consistent with what we were doing.
Hey, Jamire, what stood out to you about Will Rogers today and just how he kind of bounced back in that fourth quarter after a pick six?
The way he kept his composure, he didn't fold at all. He didn't shake. He stayed the same person the whole entire game, no matter what was going on. He stayed real level-headed, and he continued to fight and play and led us to victory.
What's that mean for you guys when you have a quarterback like that can stay composed and kind of lead the offense when things aren't going right?
It means a lot, and your quarterback and your leader, that's what you really need to be a great team. Without that, we wouldn't have won this game.
How much did that return by Taylor Griffin fire you guys up?
I feel like that turned the whole stadium up, sideline. I feel like it turned everybody up. It gave us the energy we needed to, kind of push us towards the win.
Jamire, what's it like in that huddle in the fourth quarter? I mean, you guys are down 3 scores, and you got to come back there. I mean, what's the conversation like among you guys? And when did maybe you feel like the tide began to turn a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, after Tulu's return, and we finally got that first touchdown again in the second half. We hadn't scored since the first quarter. So once we finally got back in the end zone again, I think that kind of jump-started the offense. We were all communicating. Every drive we were going out there with the mentality we were going to score, talking amongst each other. We're going to score even when things were going wrong. And, we just kept that mentality every drive, and eventually it opened up.
As a team, how do you try to make sure that the second quarter, third quarter, that kind of dip you guys had, how do you make sure that doesn't happen going forward?
You just got to get better in practice every day. You just got to get better and prepare yourself better for the game so you don't fall off during the game. And there is none of those, bumps. But there's always going to be adversity. There's always going to be a hard point in the game. So, preparation.
You mentioned Will. What did you see from him in the huddle that last offensive drive?
I just saw a lot of energy. I saw a lot of focus and intention. He was very intentional on that last drive, and he wanted to win, and he pushed the offense to make sure we got that.
Sometimes you play great and you win, and sometimes you play great and lose. But tonight you guys didn't play exceptionally well, but you found a way to win. What's it like when a field goal falls short and you guys have won a ball game? Maybe perhaps that some people would say you shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet feeling because at the end of the day, we still were able to battle. We didn't quit, so that shows a lot in the team that can battle back and not quit. But at the same token, it shows you how much better we need to get, moving forward if we want to be a top team and a championship team.
When Leach speaks to you guys after the game, what's kind of the message from him? Is it kind of the you guys are accurate? What is he highlighting?
Really to get better. Like he wasn't satisfied with our performance at all. It's really just to get better. Like I said, just getting better each and every day. Every day, just taking advantage of that.
Thanks, Jamire. Great. Raise your hand if you got a question for Woody. Call on you, use your mic. Paul?
Woody, obviously you had a huge game and were very instrumental in that comeback in the fourth quarter. What was it like, the mood, when Tulu took that kick back 70 yards and kind of gave you guys a spark?
Just he doing his thing on kickoff return, what he normally do. He gave the team a spark for us to keep the pusher to get better right there, and then went in and pushed it in for the touchdown.
Woody, in the fourth quarter, it seemed like you and DJ both were running stronger and kind of getting downhill. Were you guys really getting stronger? Did you sense them getting gassed a little bit? How would you kind of describe what you were seeing there in the fourth?
Mostly, I think most of the whole game we was running strong, but it was like in the fourth quarter we knew we was down. We had to get what we had to get to get to win, come back and win the game.
What does Leach tell you guys before the fourth quarter that might have helped spark something?
Just make routine plays like we make in practice.
Follow up there, just like what exactly changed offensively when you're looking at third quarter, second quarter, and then fourth quarter when you go 3 straight drives and touchdown?
It was just we had to make routine plays, do what we normally do, instead of like playing low down and stuff. We had to pick our intensity up and play fast.
Late in that game, defense kind of holds their offense to some field goals when maybe they could have gotten some easy touchdowns. I mean, how much did that kind of inspire you guys offensively when you see your defense keeping you in the game to go out there and get some scores on your side?
If our defense make a stop, we gotta give them a present and go score.
Anything else? Next week. Questions for Fred, Rodney?
Fred, first of all, how's it feel to get back out there and play? You went out early last season after a good start, and I know that was a tough injury, but just to get back out there and play again, what was that like?
Felt great. I've been ready to get back on the field ever since I got hurt. So it felt great to be back out there with my teammates.
Defensively, I know for them, they had a couple of big plays that got them back in the ball game. What did y'all do to adjust there in the fourth quarter to give yourself a chance?
We basically had just tell each other, come on, we got to pick it up. And we went from there, and everybody started clicking again.
When the offense catches fire like that, I mean, obviously everybody benefits on the team, but how much juice does that give you guys in the defensive huddle when okay, the offense has figured this thing out. If we can get a stop or two, we can win the ball game.
Oh, yeah, that boosts our confidence up. So I would basically tell them, keep doing y'all, and we got y'all. And that's what happened. We went out and make stops.
Fred, what were they doing to keep y'all from getting your usual pressure on the quarterback tonight?
I mean, it wasn't really nothing different. We got to execute better to get to the quarterback.
On the sideline in the fourth quarter, were you guys shocked at all to be down 20? Like, how did you guys kind of mentally, like, handle that?
We basically was just telling everybody, keep your heads up. We got this. Just keep fighting. And then once our offense started clicking, now like it's on us now. We just gotta continue to stop them.
Hey, Fred, what factored in some of those big plays, and how much maybe of a focus is it going to be to limit those?
I can't hear you.
But the big plays, how much of a focus is it going to be to limit those going forward?
We just gotta lock in more, and we just can't get complacent with ourselves. So basically, just gotta stay focused throughout the game and basically just execute our assignment.
What do you think factored into when you guys did get complacent, maybe in the second and third quarter? Like, what reads into that? I think Leach was saying maybe.
I can't hear you.
Leach was saying some guys maybe took the foot off the gas. I mean, how do you look at that second?
Like I just know we were like 2 touchdowns, so I guess people start relaxing, but you can't relax because then you relax, then people start scoring. So we just gotta keep our foot on the gas.
That last defensive possession, offense finally comes back and gets you guys to lead. You know, what's it like in the huddle? You guys, I know that all they need is a field goal to win it. And when they got down close, you guys got TFL after TFL, kind of forced a long field goal. Obviously, you got to win because of it. But what's it like when that's happening at the time? How do you guys kind of stay locked in and not give up miss a tackle or a big play?
We just kept telling each other we got to make a stop. They can't score, can't get yards, so everybody just kept fighting, and we were just stopping them in the backfield.
Thanks, Fred.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Paul.
When you see the offense or special teams make a big play and then the defense gains that momentum too, how much of a charge is that for the whole team and want to keep your side going?
It's a big charge for us, with special team getting that kickoff and then offense taking it in and scoring. It gave us momentum, and it just fired us up more.
Dookie, first start, I know you got a lot of playing time last year in the middle, but how did you kind of assess how you did just based on what you remember from what happened without going back and looking at the film yet?
I just prepare myself. I had, just watch extra film, all that, working with my GA coach and linebacker coach just to make sure that I was on point with everything and just go out there to handle my business.
Joe in the back.
Walk me through those last few plays. They were able to convert the 4th and 11, then they line up for the field goal. What was kind of going through your mind when they were lining up and just to see it go wide left?
Just on the field goal.
Yeah, just that last.
Yeah, I hope they miss it. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a intense play. Coach Brock put us in the right position to make sure we get that block. So it was a lot of jitter or whatever. So I'm gonna say.
Most of the first half, they were having trouble sustaining drives, but they gassed y'all for a couple of big plays. You know, as one of the leaders on defense, you know, how do you address that with the team, and what did Arnett address with you guys as well?
He just told us just lock in, do what we always do at practice, stay focused. You know, when another team get them big plays against you, you start losing momentum. You can't get yourself down because one big play, you got to play next play, and that's what we preach at practice. So play next play. That's all we had in our mind.
Lead said he felt like the effort level was down a little bit after you guys had kind of been in the down 17, down 20. I mean, what's the message between the defense, between you guys, just to stay in the game, keep giving that effort level, and then get the comeback?
Just lean on each other, you know. Just have each other back out there. You know, when we was down, yeah, we had a couple players that lost effort and all that, but you know, we pulled them together and then we had got it going.
When you think back to that fourth quarter, was there any particular moment maybe that helped spark things for you guys or turn things around?
Say the offense clicking. When they started clicking, we got the defense going, and we just knew we had to keep them out of the end zone. That's what we did. So.
Anything else? Close out, Steve.
Big lesson for the young guys, too, about playing 60 minutes today, and you guys needed every single one of them. And so when you talk about those guys that maybe lost a little focus and lost a little bit of effort, as one of the leaders on this team, does it help to have a game like this where you can point back to and say this is why you continue to play? And if so, what's kind of your message to those younger guys?
Just never quit. You know, just keep going. You know, it got rough out there at times. I mean, yeah, it got rough at times. You know, we were down, and we fought and clawed all the way back up to the top. So just keep on fighting.